This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Roomstreet. Let's get this thing underway. And the Ducks will kick it away and start us off. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line,
it's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, and what a play for this defense.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And the quarterback dropping back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Design quarterback run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Ducks.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks into open space. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone in here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They punched it in last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Muscles past the defender. Breaks loose at the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Wants to throw it. It's a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Try and muscle for the 1st down. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Nice 1st down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice 1st down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
The Ducks looking to keep this drive moving. Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Oregon 14, Ohio State 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That's enough for a 1st down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The receiver grabs it. Gets some space around the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackle to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball. A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd and goal for the offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
But they got to be thinking about a touchdown here. And I know it's 4th down, but because of the hole that they've dug themselves here in this first half, you got to consider taking a chance here and putting a touchdown up on the board. I think it's worth it.
looking for 6. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Makes the defender miss. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, nice job here by this back picking up a 1st down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Offense operating from the pistol. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead.
That makes the score
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
16. Set to kick off.
Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the wideout goes in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. And the Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made by the tight end. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there.
And the Oregon offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They'll run it from the gun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab by the receiver. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open.
Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. Running out of time in the pocket. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Touchdown,